fresh casualty of an unusually unfortunate circumstance.
Sliding ground.
Wouldn't a barrel look good here?
Who are you and what did you do with Scootaloo?
And a low-down varmint? This is shaping up to be the most exciting rodeo ever!
This is not an appropriate reaction to have. Life's not a TV show, Applebloom. Troubleshoes likes to carry around his own light source just for important shadow casting occasions such as this. Suspiciously shaped castle. This knot disappears.
It's been a dog's age since I got to compete.
What does the casual use of that idiom say about the expendability of Winona?
Backstage at a rodeo ain't no kind of playground.
Except they've clearly been patronizing the vendors for food and hats. That and the fact there is no backstage here to begin with. Brayburn distracts Applejack to warn her of the things she was just facing toward. That's one versatile sling.
What the hey just happened?
Hey just happened.
You ain't gonna shut down the rodeo!
This voice comes from a mayor. The sheriff stands in the doorway, yet somehow the doors swing through him.
He sabotaged the steer pen!
Separating steer from bull is a very disturbing distinction in a world of sentient bovine.
Appaloosa ain't gonna be intimidated!
Immediately following this uplifting scene, Applejack prepares to give up on the rodeo and go home. It's only because of Brayburn's insistence that the episode doesn't end here and now. Looks like we gotta add another adjective for Honest Orange Apple's scaredy horse. Brayburn's injury swaps between left and right foreleg multiple times. This latch is layered wrong. Not to mention the fact it flips around a moment later. He's gone feral! Run, Applejack, run! These mismatched cards.
My sister's gone, and her friends too! He must have been Troubleshoes.
Troubleshoes done a lot of bad things in his day, but nothing like that.
Except, of course, the time he allegedly tried to kill these same 3 fillies. The sheriff already believes this, yet he doubts this obvious connection.
Let's ride!
Let's ride! The CMC enter the woods in search of an outlaw, and upon spotting his house, they assume it's abandoned and not the very thing they are looking for. Scootaloo's back-mounted ejector is activated upon foreleg extension. Troubleshoes convenient arrivals seconds after the CMC enter. Somehow he didn't spot them outside. We quickly learn this character's shtick is being cartoonishly clumsy, yet somehow all of the things he breaks weren't already broken.
Had some hot cider a-cooking in the kitchen.
The show doesn't really openly discuss cider like this anymore because of people like me who sit in this scene for resembling alcohol being offered to children.
Can see I'm the fresh casualty of an unusually unfortunate circumstance.
The most unrealistic thing in this cartoon about magical talking ponies is the isolated loner being this well-spoken.
What are you doing?
For all she knows, Scootaloo just questioned why Applebloom would try to run away. In reality, she's helping, but the door is in the same direction.
They weren't laughing at him. They were just enjoying the show.
Something which could be said anytime someone's being laughed at.
So he's been looking at his cutie mark wrong the whole time. It's not bad luck. It's...
Gotcha!
Scootaloo doesn't get to finish, so I'll say it for her. It's proof a cutie mark doesn't need to have anything to do with the talent. Had his mark decided to be clown-related in the first place, Troubleshoes wouldn't have had to spend most of his life tormented by it. Now he'll lie on his deathbed, pondering the years thrown away in isolation, and that he couldn't even figure out the simple solution suggested to him by a child on a whim. How did he manage this lasso? The adults just won't listen cliché. Worse still when we're talking about main characters. That is, if you count Brayburn and these background ponies.
But Troubleshoes isn't the menace every pony thinks.
She said, the next day. Oddly appropriate for the sheriff to take the Apple approach to damaged products. If the mattress is broken, clearly the bed frame needs to be replaced as well. Sweetie Belle levitates the keys, but Applebloom gets the sheriff to exit anyway, so all of that was a pointless risk of getting caught. They're so excited that it drains the color right out of them. The CMC moves so fast they bend the very fabric of reality.
Listen, y'all, I'm a known criminal.
Lawyer I am not, but that sounded awfully close to a confession. You can hear Applebloom shout, "That's my sister," followed by Sweetie Belle saying, "No, mine." While that could be a reference to Season 2, the real sin is that their mouths don't move.
There y'all are. How about your big sis, huh?
Applejack channels her inner Rainbow Dash. The townspeople flip-flop from hating Troubleshoes and thinking he's some kind of kidnapping, rodeo-sabotaging terrorist to loving him after only minimal explanation.
Bad luck was my fate.
Aren't you glad y'all came with me to see Applejack compete in the Appaloosa Rodeo? Wouldn't a barrel look good here?